Welcome to the Halloween month! I don't really have any Halloween costume, okay? Also, this place is a bit dark. Yeah, there we go. Halloween, the spookiest, scariest holiday of the year. And one of my favorite too. Just go out in the night, wear a costume, get some candy, see fancy decoration of the house. That sounds amazing. And since it's my favorite holiday, I think it's right time to talk about horror games in this channel, right? About that. I think I already mentioned this, but let me state this again. I am a wuss when it comes to horror games. No, seriously, I tried to play Amnesia, played for like 10 minutes, my lamp oil went out and I just quit the game because I have nyctophobia, aka fear of darkness. Another example is a custom story mode I was playing in a VR chat with my friends. We were playing a custom horror game where we had to solve mysteries, get some puzzles, yada yada yada. In one particular place in the map, there was a corridor, and that corridor was dark. We needed to walk through it, do some parkours and everything. But somehow, somewhere, I lost track with my friends and the friends lost me. So I was alone in that corridor. I waited 10 minutes near a light source and did not go towards that darkness because I was that afraid. My friends literally needed to backtrack from the map to pick me up. I am that much of a wuss. So finding horror games to play is very tricky for me because I either need people to hold my hands or I need a game that's not really that scary for me. And in this month, we're gonna talk about those two. I kinda wanna get out of this cell. I wanna know why people love to play horror games. What drives them? What makes them go into the fear, into the unknown, to be scared? I don't think I'll be able to answer it anytime soon, but let's take one step at a time. And what's better way to do it than play with my friends? A game that was recommended to me. Phasmophobia. When one of my friends asked me to play the game, I was like, nope! But then that person gifted me that game and I was like, alright, fine! So, I played the game with them to understand how the game works. And it's more simple than I originally thought. You are tasked to go to haunted places like haunted campsites or maybe haunted house and find out what kind of ghost is living there. Sades, mimic, yokai? There's a lot of ghosts. Really. So how does one find out which ghost you're looking for? Well, with your trusty equipments, of course. You can use EMP tracker to see if it reacts to EMP, or try to talk with them via spirit box, see if there's any movement via DOT machine, or maybe find fingerprints via UV lights. The key here is that these ghosts will react to something, usually the big three. You need to find out what they react to. Maybe they want to talk, maybe they will write something in the notebook, or maybe you need to be alone to get a reaction, maybe in a dark place. The list goes on and on. And yes, it is very scary, especially if you need to do things alone. Trust me, every time I had to do that alone, I wanted to get out of that place immediately. But at the same time, it's a funny game because of people you play with. Humor is one of our ways to cope with things. Cope with fear, cope with horror. It's a coping mechanism basically. So when you're playing a game, a horror game, with friends who are also afraid of these kind of games, we tend to try to joke around because it makes us feel stronger than what we actually are. Like when I was doing the spirit box, aka trying to speak with ghosts, I was just singing Staying Alive and see if that actually worked. Or when we all decided, hey, since we are a journalist of sort, let's act as if we are in a, Spotify podcast and have our own live reaction and have sponsorships. Like today's NordVPN. I don't have any sponsorships. I have too little subscribers to even consider of having any sponsorships. Subscribe so that you can also skip 30 seconds of my video. One day. Of course, I died in the game as well. But I wasn't as scared as I thought I would be when it happened. Maybe because I was playing with my friends I trust. Or maybe I'm not much of a wuss as I originally thought. But this game is scary. And I understand why people love this game. Because you can play with friends. And friends are as stupid as you to be a ghost journalist. So, have fun, explore, make a podcast like we did, react to things that happen together, explore paths around while your friends are totally behind you, and have so many pictures of footprint via salt that you can make a wiki feed of them. I wish I was joking about that. Phasmophobia is fun. I highly recommend playing the game, especially playing it with your friends, even if it's only one other friend. But it's more fun if you play with 2 or 3 other friends with you. It's so funny. It's funny, it's fun, it's stupid, but it's also scary. Nonetheless, I, as a wuss, would still recommend it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?